Hello everyone. All right, I'm going to do three separate screencasts, one for each topic, so substitution, elimination, graphing. And I kind of picked like a medium level difficulty for graphing. So this one's for graphing. If you're interested on substitution or elimination, click over to the other video. I was trying to keep them really short and specific for you guys. Okay, so there are two equations. I'm going to graph them both separately. So as you hopefully know, this is y equals mx plus b. So we begin at the back with the b, which stands for the y-intercept. This is officially called slope-intercept form. And so the back number here is our slope-intercept. And since it's it's our y-intercept, and the y-intercept is on the y-axis, so we begin at that dot here. In this format, this number back here tells us where to begin. Because as you all know, there's two dots to make a line. We need a starting dot, and then we need dot number 2. So wherever we discover that one lives, that's where we'll connect those dots, and that's how we'll make our line. And that's where the slope comes in. So the slope is not the location of the next dot. It is directions on how to get to the next dot. So I'm going to just substitute, not really substitute, but I'm going to push that minus sign to the front, or from the front to the top. And then I'm going to put my arrows in. So remember, the arrows for the top can only let us move up or down. The arrows on the sides, on the denominator, really only allows us to move sideways. We just have to discover which way, and that is all dependent on the sign. So since this is negative, I'm going to choose between the down and the up arrow. Naturally, it's the down arrow because it's negative, and positive 3 will move in the positive direction, and so I'm going to erase the left. So all I have to do from that pink dot that I originally posted, I'm going to move down 1 and to the right 1, 2, 3, and that's the location of my next dot. So I'm going to do this a few more times because, as you know, the accuracy of these lines is important. So down 1 to the right 1, 2, 3 puts me here. Down 1, right 1, 2, 3. And I can also go in the other direction, up 1, left 1, 2, 3. Up 1, left 1, 2, 3. Maybe a couple more, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to draw the line as accurately as I can. So thank you, technology, for allowing me to make that really pretty straight line. Okay, moving on to the next dot. Next line. So I'm going to graph that in blue. I'll begin at the back with the b value, which is 4. So begin all the way up here. And now I need to know where the next dot goes. And so remember, the slope is always located in front of the x, and there's no number there. So the number that it really is -1. There's secretly a tiny 1 hanging out there. And as we all know, all fractions can be written as a number over 1. So that's secretly the number that's hanging out in front here, even though we totally don't see it. Arrows are up or down. Arrows are sideways. Because this arrow is negative, instead of choosing the up arrow, I'm going to choose the down arrow. Take that away. Because this number is positive, I'm going to choose the right arrow, so ignore that. And so from the blue dot that I've already made up here, I'm going to move down 1, left 1. Nope, that's not right. Down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. Keep doing this until hopefully I get a clear image. Okay, hold on. I think I got to zoom. There we go. Look how my dots got smaller. Weird. Okay, I see it. I see that my two lines intersected. Go me. The location of that dot is 9, -5. So the solution here is 9, -5, where x is 9 and y is -5, because that's typically what we would do. When we solve these equations, we get x is 9 and y is -5. Although if you wrote your answer as an ordered pair, that would be fine as well. Okay, hope that helps.